2020 was a completely different year, and there's some very unique things that the Y did this year that we've not ever done before.
During the initial shutdown, the Y provided virtual fitness classes.
I was so happy that I could wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and find Mark, the yoga instructor.
One thing that I really enjoyed participating and volunteering with was the partnership between the YMCA and Grasmick Foods.
We helped distribute, I forget how many tons of food, but it was a lot.
Another partnership that the Y engaged with this year was Close the Divide. Individuals were able to donate used laptops to help promote remote learning for the many students out there that didn't have the necessary equipment. Parents needed to work and needed to be somewhere and couldn't necessarily provide that support to students when they were working remotely. The Y responded to 2020 by developing School Day Plus.
Kids were able to come and bring their schoolwork. We helped them with their homework. They were able to get their schoolwork done.
One of the things that they did during shutdown was to call all of our active older adults.
How nice that somebody from the Y called them to find out how they were doing and to just check in and let them know that they're missed and that they're cared about.
2021 is going to be a recovery year for many families. We have an opportunity with the annual campaign to ensure that we continue the great programming that we always have had.
I'm just so pleased with the Y and how we were able to step up and continue to serve the community in such a difficult time.
During COVID, during the shutdowns, the YMCA recognized the impact and the need of the YMCA to our active older adult community.
I think many times older adults feel left behind by technology and a lot of things that are happening around them. But when they come to the Y, they have a place to feel connected. They have a place to make friends. They have a place to nourish their bodies and ultimately their minds as well.
I don't have medical insurance. I could not go out and participate in exercise classes. And because I'm divorced, single, home alone, retired, I don't get an opportunity to go many places because money, financial. So the Y has given me this opportunity to really, my life is starting at 60. I mean, as strange as that sounds, my life is starting at 60. But I would not be here if it wasn't for the Y.
People that work out, people that do yoga, people that swim are just much more likely to live healthier, stronger lives for a much longer time. And I think that's why the Y is really key to that population.
We started with a membership at the gym, and then my son was going to school nearby, and we figured that would be a great place for him to go after school. So we've used the gym, the child care center, and the parent nights out have been amazing.
The Y for him has been a really good place for him to have some of that socialization and some of that peer interaction. Unfortunately, one of the people that he was very close with at the Y passed, Mr. Kent, one of our workers over at the Y. He was very close with Mr. Kent, and it was a great opportunity for him to have another adult bond aside from his parents. So the Y has been a special place for Dane.
Dane will still ask me, can we go visit him? And we'll go to his gravesite and visit Mr. Kent. He, adored him.
Yeah, we love Mr. Kent.
Yes.
Yeah, he was great.
When I think about the pandemic and how it has affected all of us, but it's affected some of us a lot more than others.
My husband was working at the fire department, and I have a speech and language pathology clinic, a small clinic, and so he was the primary provider for our family, and after COVID started, he lost his job. So that obviously impacted us in an extra way, and we were kind of trying to figure out what to do as far as distance learning goes, and both of us trying to still provide financially for our family. I hadn't even thought about the assistance program, and it was the director over there who mentioned it when she knew what was going on. And it was so helpful. I don't know that we would have been able to maintain our membership at the child care center had we not had that financial assistance, but the financial assistance made it something that was possible to do for this school year while we kind of get back on our feet.
The reason that I believe the annual campaign is so important is that that's where the money comes from to pay for programs and services for people who really don't have the resources to pay for it themselves.
I think that the support for the YMCA really comes down to the understanding that all of us do have ups and downs in life, financial ups and downs.
Really, anybody can find themselves where they're in a situation where they need a little help.
Two of my kids have severe special needs that impact their lives, and my other two also have neurodiversity that complicates things. Out of just the dreams of some fantastic Y people, this Thrive Center came about. They didn't just want to have a night here and there, they wanted to provide a whole center for families who have autism, other neurodiversities, where anyone could come and be. I know for us, it used to be, if we were having a bad day, we didn't go anywhere. We would stay home, we would hide. Now, if we're having a bad day, there's somewhere we can go where it makes things better.
One of the key things that is funded through the annual campaign is Y Camp. And this year, even in the time of pandemic, we sent over 1,000 kids to camp.
I remember getting a call from a grandparent who was raising her grandchildren, and she just was really concerned and wanted her grandchild to be able to be involved in something. And I remember feeling very confident in my response and saying, go to the YMCA. If you need support, there's financial assistance. That summer, that student was able to go to Y Camp at Horse Thief Reservoir.
Y Camp became a part of our lives every summer. For 2 years, my oldest boy went. He gained so much confidence, and his younger brother, who is on the autism spectrum, he wanted to go so bad. And so we made that a goal for him. Last year was his first year, and he came back the happiest, dirtiest, smelliest boy I've ever seen.
They are able to have the outdoor camp experience, whether it be climbing on the walls, whether it be hiking in the woods. There are just so many memorable experiences that kids get to have when they come to Y Camp that many of them wouldn't have had the opportunity to have otherwise.
There's a lot of really great causes out there, and the YMCA, I think, is one of the best causes out there.
You know, the Y taught me to be a better person, and I want that for all kids.
And I know that when we are back on our feet, that it will be important for us to be able to give back to the program.
Like, it has definitely changed our lives for the better.
So not only is it helping seniors, it's helping people on low income, it's helping the disabled, it's helping people with children and childcare, and like I said, the flu shot, and just so much. I can't imagine not having the Y.
You know, whether you're helping to send a kid to camp, whether you are helping a kid learn to swim, whether you're providing the best childcare in the state, those are all things that you were able to do by making a donation to the Y.
All of that money, 100%, is going to go to support our community and all the great programs that the YMCA has to offer.
It's for everyone. There is a way to help every person, for everyone to find their place. And if they see a need that's not being served, they're going to work to fill that need.
It really does impact people right here, right now. Like, really does make a big difference in people in the community.
It's a gift from the heart that makes our community a better place.